Welcome. My name is Ellie and I'm a hypnotherapist. This is a clearing script, so if there's anything in your life that you're wanting to let go of, then this script is for you. And if you enjoyed this and want a one-to-one session, you can find me on www.wholebodyliving.com. Otherwise, let's begin. Find a comfortable position, and when you feel ready, allow your eyes to gently close. The first thing I'd like you to do is feel your feet, wherever they are resting right now. Press them gently into the surface beneath them. Quiet, deliberate press. And feel that surface pressing back, solid, reliable, and here. And as you feel that ground beneath you, allow your spine to find its natural length, not forced, simply upright, the posture of someone who is going somewhere with intention, with readiness, with an open and willing heart. And now begin to notice your breath, not changing it, simply noticing that it is happening. In and out. Your body breathing faithfully and constantly through every experience, every chapter, and every season of your life. And with your very next exhale, allow your shoulders to soften, releasing just a little. And with the next exhale, a little more. The jaw unclenching, the face smoothing, and something in the chest beginning to open. And with each breath now going a little deeper into a comfortable, quiet stillness. Every sound around you simply reminding you that you are safe in this moment. You are present and here. Going deeper, wonderfully, comfortably settled. And now I'd like to take you somewhere. Just ahead of you in your imagination, I'd like you to find a path. A long winding path that stretches behind you into the distance and winds ahead of you towards something you cannot yet fully see. This is your path. Every step on it has been yours. Feel the ground of it beneath your feet. Press into it. And notice the landscape around you, the quality of the air, the quality of the light. Simply stand here for a moment on your own path in quiet acknowledgement of how far you have walked to arrive at this particular day. And now I'd like you to look very gently behind you, not to return to anything, not to relive anything, simply to look as a compassionate and slightly older version of yourself at the landscape you have already crossed. And as you look, notice if there are things lying alongside the path, things that were picked up along the way. Perhaps beliefs that were handed to you before you were old enough to question them. Things you came to think were simply true about yourself and the world. Or about what you deserved. About what was safe. About what love looked like. Perhaps patterns that made sense in difficult moments, but have stayed long past the circumstances that created them. Old ways of protecting yourself that have simply become old. Perhaps emotions that never got to complete themselves, grief that was interrupted, anger that was swallowed, shame that settled in and made itself at home without ever being invited. Simply notice what is there without judgment and without needing to name every piece. Your body already knows what it has been carrying. And now begin to gather it gently, with respect, with genuine acknowledgement that every single thing you are gathering served a purpose once, was intelligent once, was the very best response your system had available at the time, and you are not discarding it with contempt. You are carrying it with real acknowledgement to a place of transformation. Press your feet into the ground and begin to walk forward on the path. And as you walk, you begin to sense something ahead of you. A warmth reaching through the air. Not hot, not threatening, simply warm, ancient, trustworthy. The warmth of something that has been waiting here for you. And a glow, golden and living and breathing. And as you come closer, the details emerge. In a clearing just ahead of you, on the path, there is a fire. Take a moment to really arrive at this fire. Notice its flames, strong and generous, and moving with that ancient hypnotic rhythm. Notice the warm light it casts across the ground. Notice the heat reaching your face, your hands, and your chest. Notice the sound of it, the soft, steady crackling, the quiet breathing of the flames. And notice the smell. Wood smoke, clean and ancient. Something in your oldest, deepest self recognizes the smell as the gathering place, the safe place, the place where things are changed. Stand at the edge of this fire now and feel its warmth on your body. And notice what begins to happen inside you as you stand here. Perhaps a softening. Perhaps the sense of something already beginning to release even before you made a conscious choice. Your body knows why you came here. And now in your own time, and in whatever way feels right, begin to offer to this fire what you gathered on the path. Perhaps you place it in your hands first. Give it a shape. Whatever shape your deeper mind offers. Something you've been carrying for a long time, perhaps heavier than you expected. Perhaps now that you hold it up in the light of the fire, smaller than you imagined. How often the things we carry for years are smaller than we thought when we finally set them down. And when you are ready, place them all in the fire. Watch the fire receive them, not destroying them, not transforming them. The flames taking hold, changing its form, releasing it from the shape that was causing you pain, and sending it upward into the smoke, into the air, into something larger that can hold it without effort. And continue now in your own time, offering whatever else is ready to go. You don't need to name everything. You don't need to understand every piece. Your body knows what is ready. Simply allow the process to complete itself in its own way, at its own pace, trusting that what is ready to go is going. And when this offering feels complete, simply stand at the fire and receive. Because this is the other gift of fire. It gives back. And the warmth coming towards you now is not just heat, it is energy returned. The life force that was tied up and all that carrying now freed. Moving back towards you through your palms, through your chest, and through the soles of your feet. Space opening. Something that has been contracted beginning very gently to expand. And look at the smoke rising from this fire. Everything you placed in it rising now upward and upward into the open sky. Carried away on the air, released from you, returned to something larger, something from which it will never need to return. Watch it rise. And breathe. And now I'd like you to look ahead, beyond the fire, further along the path. There, just a little further on, is a gate. Take a moment to let it come into focus, its shape, its material. Whatever your mind offers is exactly right. This gate was made for this moment and for this particular crossing. Walk toward it now and notice with every step how your body is moving differently than it did when you began this walk. Something in the shoulders, something in the breath, something in the center of the chest that is more open, more available and more ready. Stand before the gate. Feel your feet pressing into the ground. Feel the natural length of your spine and look at this threshold. On this side, everything that has been, every old pattern, every carried weight, every chapter that has already written its last line. And on the other side is a version of your life that has more room in it. More air, more of the real you, not the version shaped by old circumstances, not the version that contracted in order to survive something that no longer exists. This version that was always underneath, waiting, patient, and ready. Reach out now and place your hand on the gate. Feel it beneath your palm and feel it begin to open, easily, naturally, as if this moment was always coming, as if it was always going to open the moment you arrived here, lighter than you came. And step through. Feel that moment of crossing, one foot on each side, the old and the new, what has been and what is beginning. And then the second foot crosses, and the gate swings gently shut behind you. And stand here now, on this side, and notice what is present. Perhaps you feel spaciousness, perhaps quiet aliveness, perhaps the simple, extraordinary sensation of just being here, without the weight of what was. Breathe it in, really breathe it in. And carry this forward with you now. Every time you listen to this recording, the path becomes more familiar, the fire more trustworthy, the gate easier to walk through. Your body learns what release feels like, what lightness feels like, what it is to walk forward without the weight of what was never meant to be carried permanently. And in the days ahead, in those moments where a familiar old pattern begins to arise, you are finding more and more a breath, a pressing of the feet into the ground, the image of smoke rising from a fire, and the quiet, grounded knowing of someone who has already put that down, who has already walked through the gate, who is already genuinely on the other side. Take one last breath here, on this side of the gate. Feel the open landscape ahead of you, the path continuing forward clear and wide in yours. And leave a simple intention here before you return. A word, a feeling, a colour. Something that says, I have placed what was ready in the fire, I have walked through the gate, and I'm moving forward, lighter, freer, and more completely myself every single day. I'll bring you back to the room now, gently and fully, bringing every bit of this lightness and clarity and open, grounded freedom with you. 3. Becoming gently aware of the room around you, sounds returning softly, a warm, present sense of being here. 2. A comfortable breath in, feel your feet on the ground beneath you. Press them down gently and feel it pressing back, spine finding its natural, easy length. 1. Eyes open softly, in your own time, fully present and fully here, carrying all of it with you right back into your day. Thanks for being here. If you liked this, you can find me on www.wholebodyliving.com.